evening, whatever time it is for you. Out here, it's dark because I'm in the North Country, and this time of year and on the sun sets pretty early. It started getting dark around like 4:30 even. But yeah, now it's like night. But over on the West Coast, I'm sure it's the middle of the day for you. But anyway, I thought I'd thought I'd do a little stream for those of us that are not doing family stuff right now. I'm sure a lot of the regulars are doing holiday stuff, Thanksgiving, of course. Um, but I do not celebrate Thanksgiving, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, and also just like hang out with you guys for an hour before I head out. I am about to head out of here right after this stream and head up to Minneapolis to go crash at my cousin's house. And then in the morning tomorrow, I'll be heading up north to Duluth and do a little North Country tour before I head out of Minnesota completely. And yeah, so my family up in the middle of nowhere, I gave them a call today and um, said hey, and I'll be in a few days and stuff, and happy Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, like I said, but I'm not like mad at people for doing that. There's many reasons why people do what they do. Um, but if you've been following my channel for a while, you kind of know that I've always been like this. Like in years past, I would celebrate Fucksgiving, and it would be like literally any day except for actual Thanksgiving. And it'd just be like sometime around then, and we'd do like a friend potluck, usually before, maybe like even a week before Thanksgiving, the weekend or something, and do like a rowdy ass friends gathering. And it's fun. And then for actual Thanksgiving, we just go and hit all the bum feeds or the free food around slabs and stuff, and take advantage of more food after we had run out of our leftovers from our own feast. So yeah. Captain says, I absolutely hate these stupid gatherings, but I'm stuck with renting a room where I'm expected to be part. We've all got our own family dynamics and things, and I know of plenty of like one of the main reasons that I don't celebrate Thanksgiving is because it's literally a holiday built around indigenous genocide. Like, let's be real, let's call it what it is. It's kind of bad, when you actually look at the history of colonization in the US and what people did to natives, and it's just kind of fucked up. Like, especially, we've got other active like wars in other places where colonization is still like hurting people, like in Palestine with the Israeli occupation. And there was a list of other countries too. There was like um, five like cultural genocides happening right now around the world, and I couldn't name them all offhand. I guess I could like look it up on my computer or something. Yeah, I got my computer in front of me. Yay! I really like having this. Let's see. Let's look it up. So anyway, it just seems like kind of tone deaf to be celebrating a genocide of indigenous people in our own country when, you know, there's also active situations around the world right now that are kind of, I don't know, a bigger deal than spending money on food, which is also like the prices of food is skyrocketing too. It's kind of fucked up. Congo, Sudan, thank you, Ava Moon. Not my family, it's so uncomfortable. Oh, geez, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I mean, like I almost went to Thanksgiving last year, but I had like a COVID scare. It wasn't like, you know, COVID was still more of a concern than it is now, obviously, but I got like a kind of a cold. And the only reason I was thinking about going to that particular Thanksgiving dinner was because it was being put on by some Mexican indigenous folks. So it seemed like, if I'm going to go and eat some Thanksgiving or share dinner with somebody, it might as well be some indigenous folks because I feel a little bit better about that. Like, obviously, it's not like, you know, even people that like are indigenous people and still have the effects of colonization, they don't think about it that hard. Some people totally don't give a shit and will eat food, and that's totally fine. I just I it just doesn't sit right with me right now. So today I've been fasting actually and just staying pretty much isolated in this cool little room, temporary office space that I've been using for the day, and I think that's a good move. Let me see. Genocides. Wait, hold on. Mm, happening now. Well, of course, the Uyghur genocide, ongoing series of human rights abuses in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region in China, modern era. Oh, there's a list of like modern era genocides in the last decade. There was a nice like visual, like somebody had put together like, oh yeah, you care about this and that. Well, also if you care about those things, you should probably know that this is also happening. There's definitely a lot of more clever and informed people out there that are spreading good information. But yeah, so I'm here. I'm here to hang out with y'all. This is the Festivus for the rest of us. Oh shit. Sounds like somebody got down with the kickdown. Thank you, Angela. You're the fucking best. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's a good day. So yeah, I haven't eaten anything today. I had some tea just now. It was pretty good. I haven't even had any like kratom or anything because I feel like on an empty stomach. Yeah, I saw that, Angie. Thank you. Um, yeah, if I even take like some kratom on an empty stomach, it might make me feel like nauseous and like too high, maybe. But yeah, so I'm just kind of keeping it sort of straight edge today. I've got my THC pen here. Take you down, come through Mini. I'm just gonna be in Minneapolis tonight, crashing. I'm not gonna be able to make any stops. I'm just gonna go to my cousin's and go to bed, wake up and drive. I do believe tomorrow is celebrated as Indigenous Peoples Day. Is it? I thought that was Columbus Day. I thought Columbus Day became Indigenous Peoples Day. Tomorrow's fucking Black Friday, right? I don't know how Black Friday works. I've been boycotting Black Friday since like forever, since before I was born. I've never participated in that consumerist shit show. Um, yeah, there was another like flyer that I saw where it was like, hey, punks, if you want to cause like obviously boycott Black Friday because it's a fucking consumerist shitty holiday and not a holiday at all. Um, but if you want to do more than just boycott it, you could go to your local shopping mall and just like take up space. Like go to the mall and wander around and not buy anything. And then you're just like making it so that less people can make it in to go buy more shit. If you wanted to be a real chaos goblin, you could go and like hang out in the food court during Black Friday and just be a nuisance, not buy anything. uh, Better sales during regular days than Black Friday. If you follow like the fucking market trends for if you're trying to get a specific item or something, you can absolutely get it for way cheaper than you can get it on Black Friday for sure. Just like watch the prices and keep track of like because there's definitely trends like for everything that you could buy. There's times when you could buy it cheaper. Rather eat dirt than shop on Black Friday. Seriously. Yeah, be a chaos goblin. Go take up space in a shopping mall on Black Friday. I think that's funny. I think that's hilarious. Bring your punk friends and play kickball or some shit. I don't know. Or just like wander around like a dipshit. Get really, really fucking high and just like, I don't know, wander around like a zombie, bumping into people and being like, oh, sorry, whatever. It could be fun. I might do that. No, I probably won't. I'm gonna be in Duluth tomorrow. I haven't been to a mall in years, right? Like, who the fuck goes shopping physically anymore? That's so early 2000s. That's so aughts. Like, physically going to a store, ew, for outdated deals when you could have gotten it online for way cheaper if you knew which website to go through. Yeah, that's stupid. That's a boomer fucking idea of a holiday. Dispensaries. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and I guess there's like, okay, if it's an actual artist or something, like my friends do Black Friday tattoo deals, it's a really big moneymaker for them. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Or like, if some artist that's an actual person, like a human being that you know or like is part of your community, like yeah, totally do that. Just fuck the corporate shit. If you want to get cool, unique stuff and good deals, like buy from actual human beings who aren't working for a company or something. It's about boycotting capitalism. Right. Don't feed the beast. If you feed the beast, eventually it'll starve, and then we can just carry on being radical, awesome human beings that aren't corporations and aren't blinded by the money machine enough to make decisions um, that harm the world that we live in if we can help it. It's hard to not do that, especially they say there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, so we make our choices, we do what we can. But if you can, I boycott like every major brand as much as I can, um, and just like buy local weird shit. That's why you always see me with like um, strange brand names and stuff. Plus, it makes you feel like you're in a movie or something. Because in the movies, it's always like weird off brands and stuff because they can't show like Coca Cola and whatnot. So, so, yeah, buy local mom and pop weird shit and products, and then you'll look like a TV character all the time. That's my hot tip of the day. You can take that to the bank, baby. I celebrate being with family and friends. I don't celebrate. Yeah, nobody does, dude, but that's the thing. Like, you're still participating in something that like you're signaling to your friends and family that this is all okay and normalizing it. But by me speaking up and saying like, no, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then people are gonna be like, oh, why? And then you can just be like, well, it just doesn't really sit right with me. Like, why? I don't know. Like, Christmas is fine. There's nothing. I mean, there was when when the Europeans or the Christians stole it from pagans, it was definitely problematic. But that was like a while ago, and we all know that that happened. There's nothing we can really do about it at this point. Nobody's actively being hurt by Christmas. It's fine. They've appropriated it so much that it's become so abstract that it's just kind of a fun, fanciful time of year, gift giving and being with the family and whatnot and eating food. I do love like there's always been harvest feasts. That's just been a tradition since humans started growing crops and stuff. Because then you at the end of the year, at the end of the harvest season, then you've got all of your piles of stuff and you got to use up a lot of it because you can't store all of it, or you don't need to store all of it because you've filled your grain barns already and whatnot, and you've got fresh meat from the hunts. The rest of them are being the rest of the meat's being preserved in whatever way. But why not have a big feast and enjoy that all when it's fresh before you put it away in the cellar for the winter. But yeah, so like harvest feasts are perfectly organic and normal human behavior. So that's like one reason why I don't blame people for like getting together with their families for Thanksgiving. Like, it's a harvest feast. I get it. And if that's what you're doing it for, then I mean, it's whatever. Like, I'm not telling you to boycott Thanksgiving. I'm just, me personally, I'm just not going to do it. I would rather fast and educate myself on whatever's going around, going on around the world and locally, and listen to indigenous stories. And yeah, just I've just been watching educational stuff on my computer most of the day, and I went and spoke to my friend who is sick, but I haven't seen them in, well, it hasn't been that long, but yeah, it was just kind of like we hung out for like an hour and a half and chatted and caught up, but that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just keeping to myself mostly. Nothing better than eating from the garden and venison. My hubby shot with his bow. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I get it. Like, a harvest feast is great, but like, if you're gonna do that, maybe you could just, say that you don't celebrate Thanksgiving and that you're doing a harvest feast. I guess, I don't know. It's I I can't just like invent this shit. I'm sure that other people have thought about this too. Like, there's no reason to all agree on a different day to celebrate some non-genocidal harvest feast or anything. I don't know. I'm sure plenty of smarter people are talking about this also. Got my first deer today. That's awesome. Good job. That's great. I do love me some venison. It's a good time of year for a hunt as well. Like, maybe if there was a harvest feast, it could be like later in November, like near the end, because right now is deer hunting season, at least around here. People are just getting out there, and then they got to come out from hunting and do Thanksgiving with the family. And I don't know, if it was like after the hunt, then they could bring their wild game to the meal. That would be probably cooler. I don't know. I propose that we have Harvest Feast on the last day of November, because Halloween's on the last day of October. There's nothing on the last day of November. It's like November 24th because some stupid, antiquated colonial reason. And then Christmas is on the last day of December. So I don't know. Why not? That's my proposition. Y'all can y'all can do with that as you will. Uh, yeah, they've commercialized every holiday. That's what capitalism does. It tries to monetize every single thing that we do. So, in order to resist that, you have to reject what they want us to do, which is to buy stupid crap on certain days for, whatever. Um, it's gonna be like garbage by next year. So it's just, yeah, a lot of traditions that we practice in the US were invented by different companies to get us to buy different things that we don't need and then throw them away and they end up in landfills. Yeah. It's it's kind of shit. So, like, I guess the best thing that you can do is not do that. Don't buy new stuff if you can help it. Like, if you want decorations that are seasonal, get stuff that's like handmade by an artisan or something, because it'll last longer too. You can pull it out every year. It's not going to fall apart like some fucking paper mache made in China garbage that you got at Walmart or the dollar store or something. Like, quit buying that shit. If you quit buying it, they'll quit making it. And then, it won't end up in the landfills. There's a fucking literal island in the North Pacific Gear that is like, it's made of garbage. There's a literal toxic garbage island floating in the Pacific Ocean that is the size of Texas at its most compact, like where it's like the most dense, but it's still dense enough to be like arguably a landmass up to the size of the actual lower 48 of the US. And not enough people know about that. Not enough people know that there's a literal toxic garbage island in our Pacific Ocean because we're generating more waste products than the earth can filter out. That's the Earth's liver right there. The gear, it's where all the water kind of swirls down back into the Earth and it kind of cleanses itself. So we're like a literal cancer on this planet. Well, not us, but capitalism. Capitalism is a literal cancer on this planet because it's leaching all of these minerals and all of these materials from the planet and turning it into garbage, and the Earth can't process it quickly enough. So yeah, we're destroying the Earth's liver with all of our excess garbage. So yeah, reject capitalist, reject consumerist holidays, reject consumerism. If enough people did that, then it would take a lot of money that out of the circulation of people that are doing most of this, that are damaging the planet. There's a great documentary about it. I'm sure there is. Yeah, definitely y'all should look that up. Um, yeah. I'm surprised more people aren't like more alarmed by this. I found out about that shit when I was in fucking high school. And it sent me into like a eco goth spiral of depression. Yeah. If you don't know what my genre is, now you know I'm an eco goth. Like, yeah, it's true. It makes sense, right? It makes so much more sense now. Yeah, the planet is doomed and everything is dying and we're all fucked. And it's kind of like a, yeah, post nihilism sort of thing. Because there are things that we can do to improve things. Like I'm not a doomer about it, but I am a realist about it. There's no reason to dance around things and paint pretty word pictures to make ourselves feel better about the situation that we're in. Buy stuff from my store. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm actually gonna start putting out some more ethical products in the near future. I'll let y'all know because I do have my. That is actually a good thing. I should go. I'm gonna contact one of my one of my folks that makes T-shirts, and I'm gonna do a special run of handmade T-shirts and sell them to y'all, so that way I can feel better about selling products, and you can feel better about having them. They'll be better quality too, and probably cheaper, honestly. Or if they're not, then they'll be worth it. So yeah, if you yeah, if you do want to though, you can. I don't feel super great about that particular t-shirt shop either, but there are some. There's the library and the cheese dog mafia and the reprobate t-shirt still available, as well as my stickers. But yeah, keep an eye out in the future for new products, especially now that I'm not flat broke like I usually am. Maybe I'll make some smart financial decisions in the next month or two. Yeah, knock on wood, fingers crossed. Uh, now that I have a little bit better focus of what I want to be doing this season, I'm pretty stoked. Go filterless cigarettes. That's what I do. I hand roll my own cigarettes. That's one of the reasons why, actually. So good mention there, Lawn Freak. If you want to be a real eco goth and still want to get your dirty nicotine fix, switch to hand rolled cigarettes, or as the hip call them, rollies, because Taylor cigarettes are kind of square anyway. All your politics send you into a spiral of depression. What? My politics? I don't know what you're talking about. I better get a new reprobate tee. Crop mine. Oh yeah, all of my shirts are crop tops now. I had to ditch a few of my favorite shirts from the summer back at my dad's. Oh, I got new tires on my car as well. You know, I mentioned that I changed out my tail light that I smashed on my friend's truck, and I also got brand new tires. They're beautiful. They're pristine. Yeah. my dad got the tires, and I paid for them to get switched out. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a nice gift. You look good in a crop. Yeah, even better now that I got that ratchet ass lower back tattoo. You betcha. Hell yeah. Yeah, but it is not crop top season. Maybe if it's still a little warm when I get back to slabs, but holy shit, it's cold out here. It's actually giving me a bit of anxiety. Because it's not like, it's not like terrible cold, but it's cold enough to make your hands start hurting after a few minutes outside without gloves, for sure. And I guess I was in Montana during the dead of winter last year for a while. And, it's dark, it's depressing, it's cold as fuck, and it's a little bit scary because if you got trapped outside, like I almost did a couple of times, you would die pretty fucking quickly. It's not like over the summer, it was such a hot summer, but you could just pass out anywhere and you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about finding an indoor place to take refuge so you don't die in your sleep. And, I also feel bad about like, I'm sure there's plenty of homeless people sleeping on the street in very cold places right now too. And I, I don't know. I just wish that there was more support for people that are houseless this time of year. So I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll try to draw some more attention to different organizations that are supporting houseless people, especially in the north. I just quit only weed, but I rolled drum. There you go. Yeah, I got some Bali shag, um, but it's a little cold out. I'm trying to smoke less too. I am hitting this nicotine vape that I've had for like, oh fuck, like almost a year now. This is Minnesota Nice. This is from like many times ago when I came through Minnesota. Safe support too. So many housing options are not safe. Yeah, and a lot of homeless shelters are religious based, and they can and do refuse shelter to certain people based completely arbitrarily on like their own prejudices. Like a lot of times, people that are trans or um, part of the LGBT plus community are refused from religious homeless shelters. Yeah, it's not great. I wish that there was more like non-religious organizations, like radical punk organizations. Why not open up a squat somewhere and run it as a homeless shelter? Like why not? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that are activists are afraid of infrastructure, so that prevents them from laying ground rules in anarchist spaces. And I guess I don't know. It's a fine line to toe, but there's nothing wrong with having kind of a template on what your squat is going to run on or what your radical collective how you're going to operate and stuff. So I don't know. It could happen. Anarchist homeless shelter that isn't like just a fucking crack house. I don't know. Maybe somebody could do it. Mostly they just turn into crack houses though. I know you OG crust punks watching me are like, that's just a fucking, that's just a drug house, dude. No, I'm talking about like actual like facility with like decent beds and maybe like one proper meal a day with access to like a food kitchen type of thing. And you know, no Bible thumping, just maybe like a fucking radical library, little free library or something, and get some. Hey, did I lose you? Let's see if the numbers drop. Yeah, my internet dropped for just a minute there. There we go. Sometimes it's like people put money in the plate on Sunday and call it enough, then go out to brunch. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot easier to just like make a little donation and then pat yourself on the back and then forget about it. I'm not saying you should like constantly be beating yourself up about what you aren't doing and, cuz like we can only do so much. You got to take care of yourself too. But like empty gestures at different organizations without doing any research into what they're actually doing with it or what the actual impact of your donation will have, like that's just you're just paying to remove your guilt. You're just like, it's like ordering a fucking pumpkin spice latte but for your conscience, right? You're ordering you're paying for your guilt to be alleviated somewhat. And yeah, that's not how it works. Like lots of organizations, especially religious run organizations, are more of a racket than anything. Oh, thanks for reminding me, Critter Bones. I gotta be my own hype man today because the captain's doing his Fucksgiving shit show, whatever that was. It sounded like a lot. Anyway, so yeah, if you're new to the channel or you've been on the channel, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and the like. That's the like. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. And if you want like live notifications, you got to hit the bell notification icon. I also have a Patreon, and my Patreon is there's a link in the description. You can scroll down and click on it. There's a bunch of links down there. We get spoiled because the captain usually posts those links, but they're all right down there in the description for t-shirts and stickers, and the Patreon especially because I do release content on there that I don't release anywhere else. So if you want to keep up with that. Thanks, Critter Bones. Appreciate you. 86-year-old mom had her leg taken 3 weeks ago. Any advice I can give her? I don't know. Just get out there and keep doing it. Yeah. People lose shit all the time. I don't know. I feel like the only person that could say that without sounding like a total asshole is another amputee. So I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. You'll find a way. There's people out there that are born in much worse condition than than that, and they never got to experience walking at all. So appreciate your years and your time and what you have. I have a buddy who is a paraplegic now, but he was a very athletic guy, and he fell off of a cliff while I think he was biking, and fucking like fucked up his spine, and now doesn't have the use of his legs. But he's out on these off-road tricycles that are hand powered, and he's doing some really cool shit. Like, even when I can't wear my leg, like I'll go out and kayak. I don't need to wear my leg to go kayak. There's so many things you can do. Tech Death Hippie says, I hate holidays. Yeah, I kind of do too. I go back and forth on that. Like I do like seeing family and friends, and I do like to eat, and I like to cook, and I love feasts. Like I've always loved sitting around a table with a bunch of people, and it's it's like one of my favorite things. But yeah, holidays are kind of a tough one for me. Love your honesty, Corn. You don't sugarcoat things. Hell yeah, never. Yeah, you can count on me to be honest, even if you don't want to fucking hear it. Captain posted my Instagram. Yeah, if you want to follow along daily posts, like I post shit all the time on Instagram, so definitely follow that. I want to be a cool kid on Instagram, so give me more follows. I don't know. It's just it's a platform that I like a lot, and I post a lot of images on there. Spending the day in bed. It's not bad. No, that's cool, man. Spend the day in bed. Do you? Hugs and gratitude. Realism rocks. Thanks. Yeah, it does. It's great. Kept doing holidays for my mom, but she's been gone for a spell, so I'm more than over it. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I called up my grandparents' farm and wished my grandpa a happy Thanksgiving. But at this point, it's like he lives way out in the middle of nowhere. He's a farmer. He's out there farming. Like, he's not hurting anybody. I don't need. I mean, they're not exactly in the lap of culture out there, if you get what I mean. So it's fine. I just want them to know that I care about them and love them. And there happen to be a lot of folks over there today too. I could hear them all in the background. They're old school out there. I do like the environment, but it's a tricky kind of world to walk through. Being as I am, I'm into making my own traditions. I mean, I don't. I definitely like certain traditions, but I like traditions that are almost forgotten, like old world holdovers, like old pagan and heathen practices and stuff. I think that's kind of cool. But making up new family traditions is kind of fun as well. You can play around with it. There's no rules here. It's all good. There's no wrong answers. Just try to be a decent person. I'm not looking forward to going out and driving. I'm gonna drive it's just like a 45-minute drive. But yeah, it's kind of chilly in this room, and it's making me like tired and kind of restless. I think I need to charge this shit. Oh shit. Never mind. I'll plug it into something later. Whatever. Oh hey, there's the Ready to Kill website. I was telling my friend about this the other day, and I went to show him some of the clips that Tom sent me, and they were no longer listed. So I think maybe the producer advised him to take them down or something. But yeah, it's a movie. It's coming out in January, and I'm in it. We made it up on the spot. It's great. It's low budget. It's fucking funny and fucked up. And yeah, I'm stoked on it. Well, what is everybody doing today? What are you doing for, yeah, what's your day like? If you're not doing Thanksgiving with the family, like I assume you're not because you're watching my live stream, what are you doing today? Tell me all about it. I want to hear. I want to know that I'm not the only one being a weird fucking hermit or whatever. Oh yeah, and I've got oral fixation like a motherfucker, so I wish. This is fine. This is fine. I got a cigarette rolled, but I really don't want to go outside. It's fucking. Yeah, I don't want to go outside. It's dark and it's cold. When it's cold and when it's dark, the freezing moon can obsess you. That's bonus points to anybody who knows that song. It's yeah, it's enough to drive you crazy. That's why all the black metal comes from Norway. It's like this. It's cold and dark. Eating a whole chicken with my cat. Smoking pot, traveling through San Francisco. Hell yeah. After this BS, going over to my neighbors to chill. BS being with the owner's family. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, hopefully you get through it and go chill, because I don't know, eating a whole bunch of food, hanging out with you, and smoking some hella weed. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. You're doing both. You're doing all of the above. Yeah, you hate it. Where's Reaper? What is she doing? Tomorrow is also a full moon. That's cool. Full moon will be nice in Duluth. Duluth is such a mystical place for me. I've always just felt a kind of spiritual pull to it. I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of awesome to know. Having some cowboy snuff to get my nicotine fix. There you go, buddy. Stuck in cold Kansas because my car blew up. Holy shit. That's yeah, that sucks. Hope you figure that out. Carol feeds me well. Hell yeah, Carol's a good cook. She don't like the strangers here either. She's sticking to me like glue. Oh, if Reaper's not even having it, man, it's that sucks. Hope hope you get through it. Sleeping in the car, Laura. If you do, you have like a plan? What's your game plan for your car breaking down? Do you have like friends that can help you out? Or are you like in an active situation right now? Sometimes, sometimes people can help. But also I might know people in Kansas if yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying I can help you, but maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody here knows somebody in Kansas that can come help you out. You never know. Working home where people pitch in. What is that? I don't understand what you're saying, Amy R. Is that what you're doing? Oh yeah, I got water. Nice. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. That's cool. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. Ohio's like, Ohio is honestly kind of, I'm not going to say like, it's not shitty like Nebraska is, but it's, I don't know how to accurately put this without it making it seem like I hate Ohio, because I don't hate Ohio, but it's, it's like bottom shelf, Ohio is a bottom shelf state. No offense. Yeah. If Ohio is a bottom shelf state, Nebraska is fucking Taka. Looks like moonshine. It's water. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get back to making sweet tea and whiskey bottles again, but like make a cool ass label for it with like an X on it or something. I don't know. That'd be cool. It has great state parks and yummy looking cows. Yeah, it does. That's true. That is very true. Will there be more train hopping? Yeah, that's what I do. I'm yesterday I was looking over some of my video footage that I haven't even pulled up at all because I've got my computer here now, and I've been looking over it a little bit today too, but I'm realizing that I'm probably gonna have to like reformat my computer into the wizard machine that I need it to be, and that takes installing a few programs and doing some things. So before I can start actually editing the awesome footage from last summer, I'm going to have to do some work on my computer, which means, since I'm actively traveling right now, it'll just be when I settle in for a few days at people's places when they're hosting me, when I get time to work on it. Yeah, so I'm back to travel editing, which is a complicated thing to do, and it's a lot harder than editing when you're sedentary. So you'll have to be patient, but yeah, there is new stuff coming out. And if you want to help support that, you can hit up my money links. There's Venmo, Cashapp, and PayPal. I'm making the long trip back to Slabs, so any money that can help with gas or food expenses along the way will help me to be more set up when I do get back. And that way I can have, The better off I am when I get back to slabs, the more cool shit that I can do when I'm down in the Southwest. And I've got a few cool ideas that I'm toying around with right now, but we'll see how these next few weeks go. Got some, got some ideas. Kid from Cali with my other car. Kid coming. Oh, your kid's coming from Cali. That's cool. Hell yeah. Love some leftovers. Yeah, I'm trying not. I'm not really thinking about food right now. I just kind of can't. I don't want to eat anything. I'm fasting. I don't usually fast for Thanksgiving. This is a new thing that I'm trying out, but it's just like, reading up on different issues, especially like the there is a humanitarian pause in Gaza right now, which is good, I guess, but like the fact that it's all happening right now and there's still like um, active problems with indigenous land where the government's been taking more of it away and walking back on agreements that they made like 100 years ago and all this. Yeah, it just seems like in poor taste for me to treat myself to some nice food. I definitely will tomorrow. I'll get myself something nice for breakfast at a diner or something on my way up to Duluth, but I just don't really have an appetite right now. I'm just just kind of chilling. Go to bed early. But I don't blame anybody else for eating. Like I'm not telling you that you're a bad person for for enjoying Thanksgiving dinner. I just don't see how you could, you know. That there's a lot of things that we can do to become more aware of things that are happening, and so that's what I've been trying to do today. In Hayes, oh okay, I see. Yeah, okay. In Hayes, Kansas, if anyone has leftovers. Okay, so you're stranded in your car, but your kid is coming all the way from California to come help you out. That's pretty cool of them. Good job, kid. You're lucky. You got family support. What more do you need? Something to be thankful for, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying not to think about food. Now y'all have me thinking about food. Fucking bastards. I think I am gonna step outside and take a few drags of a cigarette. And yeah, I also got to start putting away my shit here, cause I'm about to head the fuck out. I'm about to hit the highway, baby. I'm stoked. Not right this second. I'm just going out for a smoke, but I'm gonna put my boots on. Hold on. Oh yeah, I just remembered I have the lav mic on, so I can talk to you while I'm in a different room, and it probably sounds pretty okay. Let me know how it sounds. Okay, here, I'm gonna do a Mr. Rogers thing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a neighborly day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Oh, well, hey, neighbor. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here today. I've learned a few things. Now, today we've talked about, indigenous genocide and colonization and all those things in light terms, but I just want you to know that I think you're special. And you're welcome here in Krusty Rogers' home. Now let's go out for a fucking rolly, bitch. Krusty Rogers neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Oh, I'm gonna set this down here. Won't you be mine? Get on the old smoking jacket. Get the old refry. Oh, no, I think I'm going to have to. Oh, here we go. Is that a good refry? Yeah, that'll do. I don't need a whole cigarette, like, pretty much ever. I just need a few drags. On the job site, I was fucking sucking them down every 5 fucking minutes. It was terrible. It was bad. I was like, I'm going to have an asthma attack. I know it. And I didn't. It was totally fine. Like, there was never a point where I was like, oh, God, I can't breathe. But now that I'm cutting back, I have had to use my inhaler once or twice. Oh, where's my fucking lighter? Dude. Really? Alright, let's find a lighter. I know where a fuck ton of them are in my car, because I just cleaned my car top to bottom and sorted every single thing in it. Which is great, because now I know where everything is. Oh, there's my lighter. Bada boom. Yeah, this is a super cute town, but I'm definitely ready to head out in a few minutes here. But of course, it's nice to hang out with y'all when I get the chance, and I'll definitely be doing it more now that I'm back free on the road. But I'm not. Mostly, my focus is going to be on editing this footage because, yeah, that's been sitting on that for a while, and it's starting to drive me a little crazy. Yeah. I saw there's a new train riding video came out. I haven't watched it. I don't know who the person is, but it's got like over 1 million views right now. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I hit the algorithm just right, I can get something that blows up and makes me some residual money. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not, it's whatever. That's not why I make the videos that I make, but if I happen to be making something that's popular right now and it'll get me ahead, then that's cool. I don't hate that. Look forward to the results you produce. Thanks. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Like, every single video file that I clicked and looked at was like beautiful, gorgeous footage, very scenic places, and yeah, it's all just like camping and hitchhiking and train riding, and yeah, it's awesome. It'll be great, and it'll be really nice to look at while I'm cold, and you know, whatever, for the next few days or so. Yeah, because I'm gonna be in Montana for a second. I don't know, maybe a few days, maybe longer. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Might just pass through. But yeah, it'll be nice to be releasing like summer footage during this season too, because it'll just it'll be nice to see when it's getting cold. People will be like, "Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I remember summer. It was a great summer." Even though everybody bitched all summer about how hot it was. It was hot. It was fucking sweaty as hell. I was a drippy, sweaty boy too. Like, this was my first summer on testosterone, so I guess you know, like, when you do that, people with testosterone get hot. Like, they run hotter. So that's why men are sweaty and gross, because like their bodies run hotter. So like, I was more sweaty than I usually am. I would have it like dripping into my eyeballs and shit. It was bad. I was like, yo, this sucks. Sweaty and gross all summer. Just dirty. Because I was living out of my backpack. God, what a good time. I was commenting on the homeless squat. I don't know. That was a long time ago. You might be, yeah. Kick down on PayPal. Enjoy corn. Oh, that's awesome. I'm not seeing a notification because I think maybe my settings are not what they usually are for some reason. But thank you. I'll send you a little thank you note afterward. And anybody else who kicked down that I didn't see notifications for, I will see. The Cash App ones I'm seeing now for some reason, but yeah. Apparently not the PayPal and maybe not the Venmo as well. I'll try to fix that. Anyway, it's cold out here. It's cold. It's really not that bad. I'm just kind of a freeze baby right now. I don't know why. But I'm gonna start putting my stuff together here. There's not much stuff. I put most of my shit already in my car. Pretty much, I just gotta put away my computer. Gotta shut her down. Let's see. Shut her down. How do I do this on this new? Yeah, I definitely need to install Windows 10. This is shit. And they try to have me like run like only on the internet, so I don't know. That just kind of trips me out. Like, if it needs to be connected to the internet to run anything meaningful, then like I'm kind of not about it because I want to be able to do stuff off grid as well. And it wants to like tether to my phone. I just uninstalled the phone tethering app or whatever. I was going to try it out and I just really didn't like it. It's just weird. No shade if you like it, but I don't. I'm going to set it up like my old computer was set up. It's just got more processing power and just better guts. Like, it's literally, this is a Dell Latitude 54 something something. This one's a Dell Latitude 74 something something. So it's like, you know, next gen of what this is. Hopefully it doesn't have the processor problem that eventually develops with that I've noticed with the last couple of Latitudes that I've had. But before that, like I've used refurbished Dells for years for editing. They're great. They're for, you know, for the price and what they are and what they do, they're pretty awesome. So I'm familiar with them. So I'm excited to work with this computer. I'm just gonna have to do some jailbreaking, as they say. All right. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but you know, I got needs. I got there's things that I want to do that the man don't want me to do. All right. I really like these headphones. These are awesome. Oops. How do I get these folded up? Just fumbling with them after I say they're awesome. There we go. Okay. Packing up to fuck right off, baby. Gonna fuck off proper. Go up to the city. And then I'm gonna leave again. I think I'm stuffing a little too much shit in here. Not all of this is gonna stay in here. There's a little bag of stuff that goes in my glove box. This goes in my pack. And my tripod goes in my pack here. This is what I keep my GoPro and my phone gear in. You planning on hitting the road tonight? Yeah, I'm literally heading out right now. I'm fucking packing up the last of my shit. I got everything else. All I got to do is put away my tripod and my mic now, and I'm good to go. And I've only got less than a minute here to say goodbye. So I'm just, yeah. We're doing a Mr. Rogers in the style of the dad that left for cigarettes that never came back. That's me. It's Krusty Rogers hitting the old dusty trail again. You'll hear from me in like 6 months to never. Just kidding. You'll hear from me in, few times a week, as we've been doing. All right, let's see. Make sure I didn't forget anything here. Definitely don't forget that. Okay, this goes in my glove box here. Just gonna take that out. All right, I'm heading out. I'm lonesome but happy, rich but I'm broke, and the good Lord knows the reason. Just a cowpoke from Cheyenne to Douglas, all the ranges I know, 'cause I drift with the wind, no one cares where I go. All right. Well, I'll catch y'all later. I'm hitting the Duster Trail, and you take care. And I hope that, I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. Okay. See you later. Bye.